Welcome friends. In today's video we are going to solve the following question. Find the interval for which the function f of x equal to x cubed minus 3x squared less 9x plus 4 is decreasing. First thing is first, we need to find the critical points. How do we find the critical points? For us to find the critical points, we have to differentiate this function. We have to find the first derivative of the function. So y prime is equal to 3x squared. When you differentiate x cubed, we are going to get 3 less 1, this is x squared. For this one, we are going to get 2 times 3 is 6. X 2 minus 1, we are going to get 1. For 9x, we are going to get 9. Then for 4 is a constant, we are going to get a 0. So now for us to find the critical points, we have to equate the first derivative to 0. So now this will be 0 equal to 3x squared minus 6x minus 9. So now we can see that this is a quadratic equation, and we need to use difference of two squares to find the critical points, to find the two values where x is equal to 0. So now how do we go about it? Let us go ahead and multiply. We know that this is a, this is b, this is c. So we are multiplying c multiplied by a, c multiplied by c multiplied by a. So 9 multiplied by 3, we're going to get 27. 27, I'm going to set it equal to, then what is our b? Our b is negative 6. So now I have to ask myself a question. Which two numbers can I use to get 27 negative? This is negative 27 because it's negative 9 multiplied by 3. So negative 27. So which two numbers can I use? When I multiply them, I get negative 27. But once I add them, I'm getting negative 6. So for this one, it was very simple for us because these two same numbers, we can use them. When I get negative 9, I multiply it by 3, I'm going to get negative 27. The same two numbers, when I just add them, they're going to give me what? Negative 6. So negative 6x is equivalent to negative 9x plus 3x, because this is negative 6x. So I'm going to substitute this where there is negative 6. So I'm having 3x squared minus 9x plus 3x minus 9. So now I'm going to make two brackets. One will start from here, the other one will start from here. So now we have to look at the things we can factor out. Look, 3 goes can divide into 9, and here we have x squared, there we have x. So the first thing we can notice is we can factor out an x, and we can factor out a 3. So here when 3x squared, when you factor out 3x, you are going just to remain with an x. So that when you multiply 3x multiplied by x, you are going to get 3x squared. Here, 3 divided by 9 is going to be 3. Then x divided by x is going to be 1. So here we are going to have x minus 3. Then we come to the second part. The second part, we can see that there is a 3x minus 9. So we can only factor out numbers here. So we can factor out a 3, and here we are going to remain with an x. 9 divided by 3, it is 3. Now, we can see that our difference of two squares has worked wonders. We have two brackets which are equal, so we can cancel 1. So we have cancelled 1, we have remained with 3x. So look at how we are going to write our two squares after using difference of two squares. We are going to get this first number, which is 3x. Then we are going to add it. If it was subtraction here, we are going to say less 3. But now it's addition. We are going to get this side, which is here, and say plus 3. Then we are going to get one of the brackets. Since we have cancelled 1, we are going to remain with x less 3. Now, we have to make x the subject in both scenarios. So here x, for this bracket, x is equals to negative 3 divided by 3. What I've just done is I've gotten 3x plus 3 and equated it to 0. So this 3 is going to be subtracted both sides. It's going to be here. So it's going to be negative 3. 3 divided by negative 3, I'm going to get what? Negative 1 for x. For the second part, I'm having x equal to what? Equal to 3. X equal to 3. So I have two critical points. I have a critical point at negative 1 and I have a critical point at 3. So how many intervals can we make from here? How many intervals can we make? We have this interval between negative 1 and 3. We have an interval from 3 to infinite. Have this interval from negative 1 to what? Negative infinite. So I'm having negative infinite to negative 1, my first interval. I have this interval here, which is negative 1, 3. I have this interval as well, which is 3, infinite. So for us to find in which interval the function is decreasing, we know that for a function to decrease, the first derivative must equal to what? The first derivative must equal to 0. So we are going to be picking numbers in this interval and plug it there. If you are going to find a number which is a negative, a number less than 0, then we know that it will make the function, that top function, to decrease. So we are going to come here and pick a number between the first interval. From negative 1 to negative infinity, we can pick negative 2. We can pick negative 2 because after negative 1, going to the left side, we are going to find negative 2, negative 3, negative 4. You can pick any number you want and get this number and plug it there. If you find a number which is a negative, then you know that the function is what? Is decreasing. We will know that the actual function there on top is decreasing. So I'm going to substitute negative 2 for x. So 3 negative 2 squared minus 6 negative 2 minus 9. So negative 2 squared is the same as 4. 3 multiplied by 4, that's 12. Less. Now negative 6 multiplied by negative 2, that is going to be positive 12 minus 9. This is 24 minus 9, which is 24 less 9. 24 less 9 is 15. Now 15 is greater than 0. 15 is greater than 0. So it means the function is increasing in this range. Since 15 is a positive number which is greater than 0. So we are going to pick any value between this range, which is negative 1 to 3. In this range, I'm going just to pick 0. Because 0, after negative 1, we go to 0. Yeah, there are some numbers there, but we're going for integers. There is 0, there is 1, there is 2, there is 3 itself. So I'm going just to pick 0. So I'm going to substitute x equal to 0 in the derivative. So what am I going to have? 3, 0 to the power 2 minus 6 multiplied by 0, negative 9. So here what I'm going to have, this is 0, this is 0. I'm going to have negative 9. Negative 9 is less than 0. So it is, the function is decreasing in this range. So from here, you can just predict and say that, no, it's only decreasing in here. We have to test even for this. It might decrease between two ranges, this and this. Then they are going to be union. So now let's test from here. From positive 3 to infinite. From positive 3 to infinite, we can pick a number to be 4. So x will be equivalent to what? To 4. So let's plug in 4 in the first derivative there. We are going to have 3 to the power 3 multiplied by 4 squared, less 6, 4 minus 9. Then we have to find the answer for this. So how is this going to be? 4 squared, it is 16 multiplied by 3. Multiplied by 3, we're getting 48 for the first part. Less 6 multiplied by 4, that is 24. 24 less 9. So we have to find 48 less 24. Our answer is 24. Less 9, our answer is 15. We can see that 15 is greater than 0, which is not a negative number. So this means that the actual function is decreasing is increasing in this range. So but our question was to find a range, an interval in which this function is decreasing. We have only found that the function is decreasing between negative 1 to 3. So the interval in which the function is decreasing is from -1 to 3. This is the interval. Thank you for watching, and please, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, subscribe so that you don't miss out on future endeavors. Bye bye.